Why should I invest? Before we address the above question, let us understand what would happen if one chooses not to invest. Assume you earn 50,000 rupees per month, and you spend 30,000 rupees per towards your day-to-day living. This can include expenses like housing, food, transport, shopping, medical, etc. The balance of 20,000 rupees per is your monthly surplus. For the sake of simplicity, let us ignore the tax effect in this discussion. To drive the point across, let us make a few simple assumptions. 1. The employer is kind enough to give you a 10% salary hike every year. 2. The cost of living is likely to go up by 8% yearly. 3. You are 30 years old and plan to retire at 50. This translates to 20 working years. 4. You don't intend to work after you retire. 5. Your expenses are fixed, and you don't foresee any other expenses. 6. The balance cash of 20,000 rupees per month is retained as hard cash. At last you will get 17,890,693. If one were to analyze these numbers, one would soon realize this is a scary situation. A few things are quite obvious. 1. After 20 years of hard work, you have accumulated 1 rupee and 70 paise CRs. 2. Since your expenses are fixed, your lifestyle has not changed over the years, and you probably even suppressed your lifelong aspirations. A better home, car, vacations, etc. 3. After you retire, assuming the expenses will continue to grow at 8%, the retirement corpus of 1 rupee and 70 paise CRs is good enough to sail you through roughly 8 years of post-retirement life. 3. 8th year onwards, you will be in a tight spot with literally no savings left to back you up. What would you do after you run out of money in 8 years? How do you fund your life? Is there a way to ensure that you collect a more considerable sum at the end of 20 years? At this point, you may think that the assumptions are simple and that real life does not work like this. I agree, and I won't dispute that fact. However, the point to note in the above calculation is that no investments are made. Hence the cash retained has a flat or zero growth. Let's consider another scenario where instead of keeping the cash idle, you choose to invest the cash in an investment option that grows at, let's say, 12% per annum. For example, in the first year, you retained 240,000 rupees per which, when invested at 12% per annum for 20 years, 19 years assuming you invest at the end of first year, yields 2,067,063 rupees per at the end of the 20th year. For those interested in math, here is how that works. Equals 240,000 asterisk, 1 plus 12%, caret, 19. Equals 2,067,063. At end you will get 95,771. Your cash balance has increased significantly with the decision to invest surplus cash. The cash balance has grown to 4 rupees and 26 paise CRs from 1 rupee and 70 paise CRs, a staggering 2.4x more than earlier, when you choose not to invest. Clearly, with the decision to invest, you are in a much better situation to deal with your post-retirement life. Now, going back to the initial question of why invest. There are a few compelling reasons. Fight inflation. By investing, one can deal better with the inevitable reality of life, the growing cost of living, generally referred to as inflation. Create wealth. By investing, one can build a bigger corpus by the end of the target period. In the above example, the period was up to retirement, but it can be anything. Children's education, marriage, house purchase, retirement holidays, etc. Better life. To meet life's financial aspirations.